Look right there. That metal tip, that was really metal coming through. I don't know how the Apple Pencil is made inside. Like, I don't know the breakdown, but there was literally metal coming through. What's up, you guys? Tony here. I did a video about Paperlike. That was about a year ago, and I wanted to react to that video and see what I think now. In that time, I've tried all of these different matte screen protectors, and my thoughts are very different now. Let's look at the video. I've used Paperlike for 2 years, and this is what happened to my Apple Pencil. If you look really close, you can see the metal. No lie, like, look right there. That metal tip, that was really metal coming through. I don't know how the Apple Pencil is made inside. Like, I don't know the breakdown, but there was literally metal coming through. And I had never seen that before. Only with Paperlike. Let's continue. It's completely worn down to the metal. I missed this intro. Just wanted to say that. I miss it. In this video, we're talking about how Paperlike ruins the Apple Pencil. This channel is all about art and design tech. If that's something that you like, consider subscribing. 2018 was the first time I heard of Paperlike on YouTube, and it was everywhere even then. Today, you can't go through a tech video without hearing about Paperlike. It's funny because this has not changed. Paperlike is everywhere. Every time I see a new artist on YouTube, they're talking about Paperlike, especially if they use Procreate. I mean, obviously it's for the iPad. So every person endorses Paperlike. And I guess I'm just one of the few that talks about it like it is. And my real experience is that it was pretty bad. It's another Paperlike screen protector this year, and I was so excited I did a video unboxing and applying it to my M1 iPad Pro, not even considering other options in blind loyalty to YouTube recommendations.
It's pretty much a no-brainer to get the Paperlike. They've sold kind of tens of thousands of units around the world.
You have to try out Paperlike, our sponsor for this video.
So overall, I've been really impressed with the Paperlike. I really don't have anywhere on the screen at all.
Okay, so do you see this? This was not, I did not do any extra distressing. This was literally from use. I would use it for drawing and taking notes. And I draw light. I've been drawing for years, and I draw very lightly. I draw lightly on a sketchbook. I draw lightly on the iPad. Same exact light drawing. And this happened. I was not etching the life out of this screen. Even when I bought this new screen protector, I used it for a week. It was Scratch Central. Scratch Central. And they were very hard to get out. And my Apple Pencils are getting destroyed because of it. If you can relate to any of this already, go ahead and give this video a like. Please, like this video. Go ahead. I mean, nothing has changed. For me, I would love for Paperlike to be a great product. Like that, I'm just gonna say that. I am not looking for the downfall of Paperlike. I support art-related brands and brands that are up and coming. I think Paperlike was crowdfunded when they started, and I hope that they improve their product. That's what I would want, for sure. Paperlike, to me, is the best like packaging, and it looks the nicest. I would love for them to up what they're doing, but honestly, after testing all of these screen protectors that I have right here, with the exception of this one, which I did a video about how I didn't like how it worked, these others right here, almost the same quality or better than Paperlike, and they're a fraction of the price. Like, they're $10 per screen protector. I think this one is a little bit more, but this is $40, and in a week it gets scratched up. I don't know. Okay. A $40 screen protector ruining a $100 Apple Pencil is a problem. Paperlike promises an added matte finish to the glass surface of the M1 iPad Pro. And as far as texture, it's great for drawing. I think that's why most artists will basically destroy their Apple Pencils to use it. And that's the thing. For drawing, I loved it. I struggled trying to use the iPad, just the glass surface. Hated it. It was horrible. Didn't like it. It was so bad that I just avoided drawing on the iPad for a long time. So when I got Paperlike, I was like, this is about to change my life. But it was very bad quality. And honestly, because of the recommendations that I got online from the artists and all of the tech YouTubers, I was like, you know what? This is all I know. It can't be that bad. I'll just power through it, and I did. But after trying other screen protectors, I'm like, why did I do that? Like, if you're skeptical, like, just try something different. You don't have to try any of the ones that I've tried or talked about or listed in this video. Like, that's not what it's about. Yeah, keep your money. I would say just try something else. Just try it. And even recommend it because of its ease of use when drawing in Procreate. Wear and tear on the Apple Pencil results in replacing the Apple Pencil's tips every 6 months and can cost up to $7 to $14.99 for a 4-pack on Amazon. Now, when I mentioned this, a lot of people were in the comments and they were saying like, wow, that's not that much money. Wow, that's not. After you spend $40 on a screen protector, that's the equivalent of buying some of these screen protectors 4 times because they're $10 a piece. You also have to replace the tip. Just imagine spending just $10, saving your money, and then buying a tip. It's not about the tip. That's not the point. It's not the point. A lot of people made that comment. But really the point is the screen protector is so bad that it caused me to have to get the tips that don't come packaged with the Apple Pencil. Some people even said, well, it happens with the glass Surface. I've never experienced that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but if I'm buying something, if I'm spending extra money to get something that works against my Apple Pencil faster, like that's not good for me. That's not a good setup in any way, shape, and form, whether I have the money or not. Adding more cost to use the $40 screen protector. The M1 iPad Pro, it adds more color accuracy with its mini LED screen, and it's noticeable. It's funny looking at this because I am really a tech YouTuber, like fully leaned in to my MKBHD roots. You know, it's just, I didn't realize how techie I was. Okay, let's go back to the video. The overall screen brightness, full screen, 1000 nits, peak brightness, 16,000 nits with HDR content, but none of that matters. As soon as you put a matte screen protector on top of your screen, that mini LED fades away very quickly. This is so true. Like, when you put a matte screen protector on any iPad, it can be the mini LED version or a regular version, it does kind of take away the quality, but it also takes away the glare. So it's like a trade-off. If you're on a white canvas, you will see what they call rainbowing, where it'll look like multiple colors on the surface. And it's something that I've gotten used to at this point that I don't care. I'm coming to draw. I'm not focused on it. I'm used to it, but it is something that will happen. So I wanted to say that I didn't note that in this video, so I did want to bring that up. So I wanted to take it a little bit further, and I decided to cut the Paperlike screen protector in half to get a better understanding of the difference between the two surfaces. To be clear, we're going to look at Paperlike versus the glass Surface under some controlled lighting to get a better idea of the differences here. So the glass Surface under light, no surprise, definitely has a glare, and you would want to avoid direct light. But with the matte side, it's supposed to be glare resistant, but you can see that there's still a glare, and in fact, it's brushed all over the surface. It's not that bad. Actually, with the matte surface, it makes the glare not as noticeable. It does brush it on the surface of it, but it's a lot better than seeing the full light on the iPad screen. So I will renege on that. I think that the matte surface does a better job of resisting annoying glare. So I think that's a pro for a matte screen protector, not Paperlike. Okay, just want to make that clear. For a matte screen protector, that's something that will be consistent with other versions. So yeah, I thought that was worth saying. Let's look at some of the colors. One side looks more dull, and then you have an added layer of noise because of the matte screen protector's surface. I even looked at the home screen to see the difference, and it looks like one side is almost gray compared to the blue. I took it by a nearby window, and I found that it was consistent and even more exaggerated in this situation. I took it outside at the highest brightness, and it regresses in quality even further, especially if you're looking to paint outside. This was something that I thought was interesting, and honestly something I've never wanted to do. I think most artists are probably in their studio room, somewhere in their house, building, office space, and they're drawing. So I don't know that many artists that are taking their iPad outside to draw. So I don't know how true to life this would be, but I was surprised. When I took my iPad outside, it sucked. It was horrible. I did not enjoy it at all. Whether it's the bare screen or with the matte screen protector, it was not enjoyable. It was very hard to see, and even with the adjusted brightness, this day it was also like downcast, so it was not very bright outside, but this was in the middle of the day, so I don't know. It wasn't a great experience, and I don't know if people use their iPad outside often, but I was surprised how unenjoyable it was. I put the full matte screen protector on the surface, and as you can see, it's very dull, very dimmed. It looks like it's about 0.5% brightness, but this is at 100%. Looking even closer, you can see some of the distressing from just using the Apple Pencil on this surface, and that's something that you would have to fight through as an artist using the matte screen protector. Different pieces I looked up just to compare, and it was consistently the same problem, where one side looks dull, one side looks vibrant. Question of the day: have you used Paperlike, and do you enjoy using it? Leave it below in the comments. Yeah, I would change that question. So my question would be to you, after watching this video, did you try alternative matte screen protectors? And if so, which ones, and what was your results from using them? Was it a better experience, worse experience? Let me know below in the comments. Ben Rowland's review of the Paperlike mentioned how the Apple Pencil leaves marks on the matte screen protector. But that was only after a week of use. In my case, after 6 months to a year of using the Apple Pencil on the Paperlike screen protector,
Destroyed.
it gets much worse.
Destroyed.
And I find streaks and different cuts throughout my screen protector.
Annoying.
And it's really distracting, and at this point, worrisome, because it may begin to damage the iPad Pro. Okay, so I don't know that it would damage the screen. I was being a little intense here, but I will say that it is etched into the screen, and I have not experienced that with any other matte screen protector, especially after testing all of these other alternatives. I've never had that happen with any of these, and I've used these for a considerable amount of time, and I will say in a week's amount of time, you're getting those etchings and scratches and annoying marks in your matte screen protector. Maybe your experience is different, and hey, that's valid. You have your experience, but every time I've used it, it's consistently the same thing. Most of the wear and tear on my Apple Pencil was because of note-taking. And how many people use the Apple Pencil to take notes? A lot of people. This was interesting because most people are using the Apple Pencil for note-taking. Most people are not artists. That's the reality. And I was so shocked because I thought at the very least, maybe Paperlike isn't great for drawing, but maybe it's amazing for note-taking. But when you take notes, you actually put pressure on your pencil in a different way than you would when you're drawing. When you're drawing, it's a lot lighter, and I can understand, you're drawing lighter, it's not going to leave as many marks, but it did. And it left even more when I was taking notes because you're pressing much harder. So I thought I would just give some context to that because I really didn't go into that when I did the video, but that was my experience for sure. Meeting with clients more over the last year, and I was taking a lot of notes with my Apple Pencil and a lot of the wear and tear on my pencil. I know there's a typo here. Let's just forgive me and move on. It says I talk so many notes. I get it. I know. I'm calling myself out. Someone already did in the comments. We're just gonna move on. Let's move on. sold directly on the top tip is consistent with that use case, leaving your iPad Pro vulnerable to being damaged. Think about the $100 Apple Pencil destroying your $40 screen protector and buying another tip to replace the tip that was destroyed, to then destroy your screen protector, to destroy your tip, to buy another tip, to destroy your screen protector. It's an endless process of stupid, and it's a waste of money. Ouch. I wasn't holding back. You know, I said it was stupid. Not that you're stupid, but I think it is a waste of money when you look at it that way. And from my experience, I was like, it's not worth it. I just thought ahead and was like, I'm not gonna let this continue to happen. And I bought Paperlike twice, and I was like, I don't need to buy it again unless I do it for a video to show you guys something, but it's just not worth it. Not that it's too expensive, but I think for the price, it should just be better product. If it's gonna be the most expensive of all screen protectors, it should outdo the $10 ones at the very least, and it doesn't. So I noticed that the screen protector doesn't even resemble paper, instead feeling like a hard layer of wax that wears down over. This is so true. And what is it called when somebody says something and then you feel the change? I can't think of that word, but I can't think of the word, but I'm just gonna move on. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, it is great. It is like paper. It is amazing, but it wasn't. It felt like wax. And I just like convinced myself, I don't know, I was just so disillusioned by the stuff people had said that I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. The product wasn't that great, and it felt like wax. And especially after trying other screen protectors, it's not the best out there. I would say Tech Armor is a really good, similar feeling matte screen protector. It's my favorite, honestly. But this one, iCares, is the same price. And this, to me, feels almost exactly like Paperlike. This is Paperlike, just way cheaper. And this one is a step above this one here. But I think it costs the same price. But yeah, you'll notice a difference. If you just try it, you'll notice the difference. It's night and day. Not even joking. It doesn't, you guys buying these screen protectors is not my source of income. So I wouldn't tell you anything different. I don't care that much. For time. In a side-by-side comparison, the bare glass screen offers more resistance than drawing on the screen protector. Over time, the glass may get more slippery from use, but at least I still have my Apple Pencil and the tip is not destroyed. If you've got money to waste, stick with the matte screen protector. If you're wondering what screen protector you should get, just take your screen protector off, and that's a move in the right direction already. Okay, so take your screen protector off and put a new one on, okay? I would say this is my favorite, Tech Armor. This one is Paperlike, like I said before. This one is also good. I think it's between these two. I think if you want to do a lot of note-taking, Bellemond all day long. If you really are focused on drawing and stuff like that, Tech Armor. This one will wear down over time. They both will. But this one will start out with more texture. As it wears down, it kind of feels like this one. So it kind of levels out. There's a bit more resistance with this one even after it changes from wearing down. But this one to me feels exactly the same the entire time. It wears down a bit, but it's very similar to the way that it felt when I first started using it. And honestly, when I'm using both of these at this point, they feel very similar. But if your note-taking is your priority, I would say do this one. This one for note-taking feels more like a pen or a marker or something like that. But this one definitely has that more resistant feeling that you would get when you're using a sketchbook. Those are my thoughts. I don't want to leave it open-ended like I did in this video, so I do want to give you guys options if you are considering other alternatives that will save you money and also be better quality. That is so crazy to me. How are these cheaper and better quality? what? To me, artists already hardly make money, right? So for an artist company to make a product that costs more and it's worse than these other, it just makes me so mad, because artists are so passionate and they fight for stuff they believe in and they want this like creative freedom. So for a company like this to come out and they can improve their product, they, I'm sure, have tried other things, but they go with a method that's not great for artists, or the Apple Pencil, it doesn't work well with it. And maybe 3.0 will be excellent, and I'll be saying a completely different thing in a year or two from now. But as it stands, this overhyped product is not good. And I just wish people would understand that and separate the people that you like on YouTube from reality, and the people that are saying nice stuff and make beautiful art from what's actually worth your money. Like, don't waste $40 on this when you could buy all of these, almost test them out for almost the same price. Like, at least give yourself a shot at trying other things that could be better and save you money. Like, if you get this one and you're like, oh, I love it, it's amazing, you can buy 4 for the price of this. And this is nowhere near the quality of this. Not even close. Nowhere near the quality of this. Not even close. And they're all cheaper than this. The only thing about this one is it's endorsed by so many people on YouTube, and it's looks nice. Like, this branding is awesome. It looks great. I just wish what was in it was as great as it looks on the outside. And the promise that so many people give it just to make, they can't be making that much money on this. I just don't understand why people are lying for this. I just don't get it. Okay, rant over. Let's continue. Ready. Additional cons to the Mac screen protector include an added glare, less visibility outside, distorting the quality and colors of your work. It goes on and on and on. And honestly, I was so blind to it because of YouTubers that I trusted that I was like, you know, these drawbacks are worth it because I'm being able to create the work that I enjoy. But a little bit of friction, getting used to drawing on glass may be worth it. Getting a glass screen, I'm going to step back and say no. Because I tried the glass thing. I did the glass thing for maybe like 2 months after this video. Tragedy. Horrible. Hated it. Not going back ever again. Don't do that. And if you're good at that, you are a unicorn. Are you left-handed? Because most of us are right-handed. You're something. You're X-Men. You're a mutant, and maybe you'll save the world one day. You know, is your name Superman? Because my experience on glass was treacherous. I hated it. Can't do it. Not gonna try it again. My drawings looked like I was in preschool, and I never had drawn before. They looked so bad. I'm never going back to glass surface. I'm sorry. Not doing it. Never. Protector to counter the oil on my fingertips from smudging up the screen just seems super easy. I want to say too, additional to that, I'll be right back. This glove, palm rejection, like there'll be times that I'm drawing on the iPad and I'll have this glove, and I'm not, you know, it's not about, this video is not about this glove. I'm just sharing with you guys the truth. So this glove, it helps when you are drawing on your iPad, and there'll be times where your palm will hit the surface of the iPad. It'll just happen while you're drawing. It'll just happen while you're taking notes, and it will switch your pen. It will switch your Apple Pencil from drawing to eraser, and it's annoying, super annoying. And this makes it so that doesn't happen at all. And the crazy thing about this too is it adds a little bit of a surface to me, similar to when I'm in a sketchbook, and it kind of adds a little bit more resistance. And if my hands get sweaty or they start being oily or anything like that, it really just eliminates that annoying thing that happens. So I don't know, maybe it's not worth it for you, but it's excellent for my process. Try it out, get one on Amazon. You hate it, return it, whatever, but it's been great for me. So also, Honkai Impact this way. Awesome game. I don't personally use my iPad for gaming, but it has been said that it can leave marks on the surface of your matte screen protector just from your hands moving on the surface of the screen. This can be another added annoyance to having to deal with the matte screen protector just to draw. Now, if you're just drawing, then you may not have to deal with this, but just know, if for whatever reason you want to break from drawing for some leisurely activities, whether that's gaming or watching a movie, you're going to have to look through all of the drawing lines that you did to create your masterpieces. And for some, that can be annoying. Super mega, super duper, 100% yes, annoying. Yes, I feel like I'm just complaining, but y'all, it's just, I don't like when people make stuff up. I just, don't lie to me. Okay. Anyway, let's go. People have different experiences. They're not lying. Okay. All right. These things, but the wear and tear on the Apple Pencil is something that you can't look over. Now, as artists, we want to save our money, so having to pay all of this constant money to replace the screen protector because it gets damaged by the Apple Pencil that it also damages is just crazy to me. They can always fix their product, but for right now, not the greatest. And I like to leave it like that. This is no ought against Paperlike, but right now the product is not, it's not jigging. It's not amazing. It's not fantastic. It's not doing what I need it to do, you know? I want it to work. I want it to be an experience where I can create more art. I want it to be an experience where I'm not thinking about struggling with any of the products and I'm just being able to create. I think that's what we all want. So for some people, Paperlike is gonna be that for you. And for you, awesome. I'm glad it's working out for you. Continue, go forth. $40 is not a big deal. Okay, great. But for the rest of us, these alternatives that I've listed before, Bellemond, Tech Armor, and even iCares. A lot of people haven't talked about iCares too much online, but this is Paperlike, basically. It's just $10. I would say give those a try. And if you don't find one that works for you and Paperlike is your thing, go for it. I can't do anything but tell you my experience and try to inform you to make a better one yourself. And you know what works best for you. Just want to caution the ones that haven't jumped in yet to try other options before settling on Paperlike just because it's popular. If you like this video, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.